Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. This right here is the best and the highest quality clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir that you can currently get. It comes from Haramain and it's called Azlan Oud Bleu edition. But this fragrance has one big problem. So join me in this video today so I can tell you why I think this is the best clone of Sauvage Elixir and what the big problem of this fragrance is. As usual, first of all, I'm going to go over the packaging, the presentation and the bottle design of Haramain's Azlan Oud Bleu edition. The fragrance comes very luxuriously packaged. This is the box that the fragrance comes packaged in. I think it's made out of thick plastic. It's a very nice thick box that's very secure. On the front you got the name of the fragrance, the name of the company, the concentration, which in this case is extrait de parfum, so the highest possible concentration. The bottle size here is 100 milliliters, and then on the bottom there's something like a production date, which if I'm reading correctly is 23rd of May 2023. So about an year old bottle. And then once you take out, in order to get to the bottle, you need to open up the box like this. It has this velvety inside, and once you take out the bottle, this is how the bottle looks. It comes in this blue color glass with plastic with golden accents. The cap here is magnetic, and it's actually a very strong, has very strong magnets. You can securely pick up the bottle through the cap. And all in all, as I said, this fragrance comes very luxuriously packaged. The note breakdown of Azlan Oud Bleu edition has the following notes. The top notes are grapefruit, cardamom and cinnamon, the middle notes are patchouli and lavender, and the base notes are amber, sandalwood, Haitian vetiver and licorice. And it's actually a very accurate note breakdown. First of all, I want to show you the sprayer in action because it's pressurized and it's very impressive. Just check this out. It's a great sprayer. Pretty much the quality here is on par with the original fragrance. I'll spray some on my hand, and now let's talk about the actual scent of Azlan Oud Bleu edition. The fragrance opens up quite spicy and sweet, but also has quite a lot of sort of a fruity, citrusy freshness and sweetness from the grapefruit note. All the notes that I just listed, the cardamom, the cinnamon, they're right here after you spray this fragrance. You get quite a lot of ambery sweetness as well right from the opening of this fragrance. And also the licorice note is in here right after you spray this fragrance. It has a really nice amount of grapefruity sweetness and at the same time freshness. When this starts to go into the dry down, you start to lose some of the freshness from the opening, and the dry down is more of a mix between the amber sweetness, the licorice, the cinnamon and the woodsy note that this fragrance has, the sandalwood note. Maybe there's a hint of an agar oud note in here as well, but just a hint, not animalic or skanky or anything like that. And also there's a nice amount of lavender. The lavender in this fragrance is done in a way that gives adds just a little bit of freshness and sort of an airiness to the scent profile of Azlan Oud Bleu edition. All in all, it's a very high quality scent. The materials and the ingredients that Haramain have used definitely have a very high quality, and this fragrance just feels of a high quality, the whole scent profile, and it's been quite enjoyable for me to wear. The next thing that I want to talk about is the similarities between this and the original fragrance from Dior, the Sauvage Elixir. It's very similar, especially in the air, smells almost identical, but there are a few minor differences compared to the original fragrance, comparing Azlan Oud Bleu edition and the original fragrance. The main differences here are the fact that this has a little bit more sort of a citrusy, fruity sweetness because of that strong grapefruit note that you get out of this fragrance. Also feels slightly less spicy compared to the original fragrance in the opening, and has a little bit more freshness, a little bit more airiness because of the way that the lavender note has been used in here. On the dry down, the differences, the minor differences are that this feels a little bit more as having a little bit more of an amber sweetness compared to the original fragrance. And also the other thing that the other way that this differs compared to the original is by the sort of the strength of the licorice note. The licorice note in here is very present, it's one of the main players, but it's not as strong as you get with the original fragrance. When it comes to performance, this is another area where Azlan Oud Bleu Edition didn't disappoint me. The original fragrance is pretty much a beast mode scent, and I have to just say a few words here. When I initially got Azlan Oud Bleu Edition, the performance was good, but not as good as I expected it to be. Initially, this was giving me somewhere around about the 7 hours of performance, but I've had this for about a month and a half now in my collection, and after about 1 month of maceration, the performance really improved quite a lot. Nowadays, I get about 9 to 10 hours of performance out of this fragrance, and if I spray it on my clothes, it will last up until the next day. So it's not exactly as strong as the original scent, but comes very, very close. Also, the projection here is very strong for up to 2 hours, maybe even 2.5 hours. So performance-wise, you're looking at a very, very strong scent. Price-wise, I paid about 65 euros to get this fragrance, which makes it the most expensive Sauvage Elixir clone in my collection. And when it comes to versatility, it's pretty much as versatile as the original scent. You can wear this pretty much all year round, maybe except for the hottest months of the year. And on to my final thoughts about Azlan Oud Bleu Edition from the house of Haramain. As I said, I think that currently this is the best and the highest quality clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir that you can get. It has fantastic quality of the scent profile, fantastic quality of the presentation, it has superb performance, it has a magnetic cap, it has a pressurized sprayer that is as good as the original fragrance. So all around, this is a fantastic fragrance, but it has one big problem, as I said in the opening of this video, and that big problem is the fact that I think it came onto the markets a little bit too late. At this point in time, all the people that are interested into getting a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir probably have one clone already in their collections. Probably most of you have the fragrance from Lattafa that's called Assad. So it makes Azlan Oud Bleu Edition feel kind of redundant in my opinion. There are two ways in which you should get this fragrance. The first one, if you don't already own a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir and you're looking for the best clone, then definitely check out Azlan Oud Bleu Edition from Haramain. And the other reason why you should check out this fragrance is if you really like the original DNA and you want to collect more clones and you want to get your hands on the best quality clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir, which is Azlan Oud Bleu Edition. The other minor problem that this fragrance has is the higher than usual price tag for most clones. As I said, around here I paid about 65 euros, which makes it pretty much double the price or almost triple the price of for example, Lattafa's Assad. This is far better than Assad, it has better quality, better presentation, but still costs at least twice as much as Assad. So that's the minor problem that this fragrance has. All around, as I said, this fragrance is the best clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir that I have tried up to date, and for that reason alone it gets a huge like from me. So guys, in today's video I showed you what in my opinion is the best and the highest quality clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir that you can guarantee get. It comes from Haramain and it's called Azlan Oud Bleu Edition. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in the next one. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.